This is kind of a strange morning in the crypto market, and we're seeing a sea of red throughout the space, ADA price included. And this isn't really reflecting the bullish things that have taken place over the last 24 hours. And there's a lot of them. Some things that are bullish for ADA, some things that are bullish for crypto in general. And we're going to talk about what's exactly going on, why we're seeing this drop. This is once again feeling like a bear trap, like we saw a couple times earlier this week. We're going to discuss that. And we do need to also have a conversation about something coming this morning that can create even more volatility in the crypto market as the day moves on. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So when we're looking at ADA here, what we've been doing is just continue to chop around in that SOS range like we were talking about in our Wyckoff accumulation model. And yes, there will be ups, there will be downs. It sucks that we did in fact breach that 78-cent support. That's not really what we wanted to see. And in fact, when we're looking at the hourly chart in terms of ADA, not to create fear or uncertainty or anything like that, we did in fact have a head and shoulders form here, and we have breached this neckline. Understand that with this being a shorter term formation on the 1 hour chart, these don't always have to play out. This isn't an insanely bearish thing or anything like that. And what I will say is that on the daily chart, we actually are building a little bit of a descending wedge here. All right. You guys can see this forming here. I did find my hotkeys. There you go. You guys can see that this is showing we could potentially be headed down towards the lower 74-cent range if this does continue to play out this way. That could actually still confirm our head and shoulders that we had forming on the shorter term charts. We could see just some bleeding here in terms of price, and this isn't to be bearish or anything like that, because sometimes people just get bored. They get weak in their hands, right? What we actually saw over the last 24 hours was the lowest volume day in the week. $117 billion, which normally would have been a higher day. So we're just having a little bit of cooling, a little bit of profit take place. And unfortunately, what this did was this move ADA and other assets down into some long leverage liquidations. We talked about the concentration of this. Now that sucks. I hate long leverage liquidations. I'm sure you guys do as well. But the good news, like we keep talking about, is that shorts continue to follow. Bears continue to get sucked into this. That is a good thing, because sometimes all you need is just a little bit of a spike and you can go on a run. And we can see that this has been slowly but surely creeping down. Now, there are some pretty thick liquidation zones, even at 81 cents, which is a range, guys, if we look back here, that ADA has breached every single day, including today's daily candle. Think about that, all right? ADA has the very easy ability to crush all the shorts and the bears that followed down on this candle alone. That is a great sign. That is exactly what we want to see. I'm not saying we want to see red in the charts, right? But just understand that that is here and present, and is something that could take place. BTC has, of course, been dropping here as well. It's down at about 102K right now. It is climbing right now, potentially signifying a little bit of shift as the day goes on, but we'll have to be patient and wait and watch and see what happens. But what I will say that is going to create some volatility this morning is we have the PPI report coming. Now, if you guys remember, we had our CPI report back on Tuesday. It was better than expectations. And that has been a very recurring theme here, either meeting or beating expectations on most of our reports. And we'll see if PPI does, in fact, decide to follow this. I couldn't find anything as far as expectations, so I'm not even sure what to expect going into this. But this is something that is coming at 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Definitely something worth paying attention to. All right. Now, what I will say again as well, and I skipped over this, is that long short ratio in terms of ADA still very heavily weighted to the shorts. All right. 5% imbalance here, meaning that the shorts are betting very heavily that things are going to drop. Right. And I don't know why, because they have been losing for quite some time. If we take a look since basically April 20th, it's been a consistent block of green. So they just continue to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose. And apparently they must just love doing that. They just apparently love losing money. Now, really why I'm saying that this is taking place is, first of all, Miles Deutscher, I think, made this very important post. And what it showed is that this rally that we've been on has been by spot buying. It's been organic, right? A lot of these other rallies that we went on, obviously in the early part of 2024, as we went on in November into December of 2024, there were some leverage liquidations that took place, but a lot of that was very heavily weighted by leverage. But what we're seeing right now is not this run be created by leverage. All right. And what this means is that we could actually still be just ahead of some of the biggest liquidations in crypto history. I'm not saying that's going to happen for sure, but that's what this has been looking like so far. And when we continue to have days like this, which again, yesterday was another very big day for institutional money, $319 million worth of BTC added, BlackRock adding $232 million. On the Ethereum side, largest day we've seen of accumulation here in May, $63 million added. BlackRock of that being 57 million. If we keep seeing days like that, it's going to be very easy to keep cutting through the shorts and the leverage like butter. And you could see BTC once again setting a new all-time high, ADA having a breakout, setting a local high here as well, and just kind of continuing on the trend that we've been talking about. What I did want to point to as well in terms of ADA, guys, we did in fact confirm our bullish cross or our golden cross. Okay. That is a very big deal. It's very exciting. I went back and looked at ADA history, and the worst performance we have had from a golden cross taking place has been 42%. That would currently put ADA up at about $1.08 or so, $1.08, $1.10. So that is a move that historically speaking has taken weeks. I mean, not very long at all. So we could be on the verge of some pretty aggressive moves still here in May. There will be some red days like I've talked about. Today has started off red, but we'll see if we can get this thing turned around and start to have a green day once again. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think this report is going to come back good? Are we going to continue to liquidate shorts on the way? And will we start to see this big extension we've been waiting for? So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.